Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridget. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. There's a red button down there, and if you hit on the bell sign, you get notification whenever I post my videos. I am trying to be as consistent as possible. Please support me by subscribing. I have a Patreon account. In case you're not aware, my Patreon is linked under this video, and if you want to support me, it's a platform where you support your creators that you like with as little as $1, £1, $5, whatever you can monthly. Thank you for all those who are supporting me so far. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. So a subscriber of mine sent me this story I'm about to share with you guys. She lives in Spain, and she wanted me to have a look at this video where there was some pretty awful things going on. I'm just going to read some of the content of the email, and then I'll share with you the video, and then I'll talk about it briefly. So she says that the video that I have attached to this email is about a young boy born in Spain, but originally from a West African country called Gambia. We all know Gambia. With his mother and sister. The young man went out during the isolation period because he had to buy bread, and while he was going to the shop across the house, his house, two police officers stopped him and asked him where he was heading. The boy answered them that he was heading to a shop to buy some bread for breakfast, and they told him that without a permission, that's a certificate from the police department, he's not supposed to go anywhere. So the boy returned to his house, and the police officers followed him. As soon as he arrived, he told his family what has happened, and his mother came down to tell the police that they only needed bread and some food items from the shop. And immediately one of the police officers stood in front of their home and did not allow any of them to go out. The sister came out, and one of the policemen pushed the sister, who is an underage. And from there, the mother and the son tried to defend her, and the two police began to, they descended on them, basically, began to attack them physically. And at a point, they pulled their weapons. And this lady that sent me this, she was so bitter about it, and says it's called, this is police brutality, it's racism at all levels, and that Africans are extremely mistreated in Spain. That is the part that really caught my attention. She said that Africans are extremely mistreated in Spain. You have a great platform, and I would want you to talk about this issue. If you need more information, I can give it to you. I want Africans with great platform to give their voice. This is the only thing that can make us be respected in this Western country who are mostly racist, and we are unmasking them so badly that it's getting harder and harder for them to misbehave, knowing fully well that things are changing. She also sent me a couple of posters. Unfortunately, they are in Spanish language, and so they are like screenshots of posters, but they are in Spanish language. So I don't really understand. Maybe somebody who speaks Spanish language will understand what it says. So there's a couple of these posters she also sent to me about, similar incidents. I suspect this is about similar incidents that have happened, or other blogs. Yeah, these are other blogs that have also talked about the issue of, police, police doing what they shouldn't do. White police on black children, black boys, black family. I feel like as Africans, black people who live in a very white Europe, I've done a series of videos about, my own personal experiences, my children's experiences, with racism. I mean, there was a video that I actually recorded sometime last year about, a very, very racist experience that one of my children had with the police. This is an ongoing issue that, this police, I don't know if it's their orientation, the way they are trained, or they just don't understand black people. That they mostly feel that, black people are these stereotypical people that are very aggressive, they are violent, they are this, they are this, they are that. And I know that some black people do come across as, aggressive or whatever, if you want to call it aggressive. I think it's just the way, like, I'm talking now. Somebody who is British, for instance, can say I'm shouting the way I'm talking now. But this is the way I talk. So there are some cultural issues there in terms of not understanding what one culture looks like, in terms of the way we present ourselves, the way we talk, the way we behave. But what she said there is that the boy was sent to go and buy bread by his mother. And, you know, it doesn't give the whole picture about the whole scenario, what happened. I would have loved to know more about, you know, what led to, you know, this thing that just escalated quickly. And before I even go further to say more, I want to say that, please, my dear Africans who live in the diaspora, I am begging you. This is something you should need to tell your children, especially those ones that are boys, girls as well, teenagers, young people, generally, that whenever you have any contact with the police, whenever you have any contact with the police, whether you are right, you are wrong, or they don't understand you, they are trying to oppress you, please always try to comport yourself in a very calm manner. Don't give them the opportunity to harass you and to really do some unspeakable things to you. Because this is what they always say, that, oh, you are confrontational, you are this, you are that, you are aggressive, you are the way you approach them, the way you talk to them, this is, you know, is aggressive. That's why, you know, it escalated. At the end of the day, it's you that is going to suffer. You suffer from, you know, the traumatic experience of them, you know, beating you up or doing things to you. And, you know, black people, the history of our suffering is too long. I did a video a couple of days ago where I was talking about why black people are so hated. Why? If God, I don't know, God in his wisdom decided to make people of different color. Sometimes I ask myself, why didn't God just make all of us one color? But then again, I started reflecting on it and I realized that even those of us that are white color, that are the same color, that are black, do we like each other? No. This is just beside the point. I'm still getting to the point about, you know, the experiences of black people in Spain. But those of us who are the same color don't even like each other. Lately, a lot of people have been accusing me that I have a tribal agenda against Yoruba people. I just laugh. Once upon a time, they were accusing me of hating Igbo people, that I hate Igbo people. Now, that one has passed. Now it's Yoruba people that, you know, I am supposed to, I allegedly, or how do I even put it? I don't even know how to put it. It's not a funny matter. I don't want to laugh, but, you know, when people project all this nonsense on you, it's silly. And I feel like when people have no basis for an argument, you present them with evidence, facts, you know, analysis. You break down the analysis to them and they have nothing to counter your argument. Then they resort to, hey, you don't like Yoruba people, you don't like Igbo people. I have no problem with anybody's tribe. I don't hate anybody. But when issues come, we discuss them. Just like we are discussing about Spanish people now. Okay, we are talking about Spanish police. Now, am I going to start calling them a different race? No, they are Spanish. The Spanish police that we're talking about now. So when you talk about an issue, invariably, you're going to talk about where that person comes from. It doesn't mean that everybody from that background is like that. But issue specific is about this particular people or this particular person who comes from this place at this time. Let me digress to the issue and not get carried away with all those other bull that I get all the time on this channel. So, black family living in Europe, a place like Spain. This lady was so bitter. She sent me a couple of other emails to follow up, and she was so bitter, saying that, you know, the way black people are treated in Spain is so bad. Why would a trained police be attacking a girl? Why? Why would they be attacking them? Whatever they did, yes, if they broke the law by going out, that they say, okay, I don't know what the rules are during this lockdown in Spain. Here, police are driving up and down, but they are not arresting anybody to the best of my knowledge. I've not seen anybody. I've been out a couple of times when I go shopping and things like that. But even if the law says that you need a certificate to go out, is that why you should start beating and attacking civilians? You are a trained person. You've got your bats and everything. You are a person of authority. This is oppression. This is serious oppression. If they didn't film this thing, I'm so glad that, you know, this day and age, we can easily capture things on video. And this is so great because people can actually have evidence now about things like this. Because previously, when there's no evidence, it didn't happen. They would deny it and cover it up. But I'm so glad that people can, anything like that happening to you, just whip out your phone. Once they see that you start recording like this, you see. Because they know it's going to go viral. They know people will look at it. And their seniors to their superior officers are going to look at it. So they'll start to behave themselves. But just look at this now. A woman and her children, minors, 2 children that are underage. You descend on them like this just because of issue of, okay, you're not supposed to go out, you go out, you're not supposed to go out. And even if you need to, you know, exercise your job or you need to arrest somebody, I mean, I don't understand. This is 2020. Why would a policeman be beating somebody. I don't understand. It's just so outrageous. And I'm so glad that this family managed to capture this thing and put it on camera for the whole world to see, to put them on full blast. I just feel like all this, you know, institutional racism is called, they should really be ashamed of themselves. When you use your position of authority, you use your position of power to oppress people who are, you know, in a lesser, that you have more power over. Just because you are in a position of power and authority, you oppress them. Then shame on you. You are the one that the world will look at and will look that you're behaving like an uncivilized person who are just behaving like, you know, beasts, basically. Because you see black people, once all these police people see black people, especially black boys, it's like they just quickly go on the offensive, like something in their brain start to record that, oh, he must be a criminal, he must be doing something wrong. No, it's not true. It's not every black person that is a criminal. It's not every, just like it's not every white person that goes around shooting people. So why do you come with all these preconceived ideas and notions and you start to oppress innocent people who knows nothing, and you use your power and your position to just, it is wrong, and it is so wrong. I've been to Spain countless times. Although when you are visiting, it's never the same because you are a tourist and you stay in hotels and whatever, and you just go to tourist places and you have fun and come back. It's not like living there. Obviously, it's the people that live in that environment that know of their experience. Just as I can tell you about my experiences of living in England. I can tell you, as much as the English police, Metropolitan Police, do as if they are a friendly police, they are so freaking in the same category. The way you see them arresting a black person and you see them arresting a white person, you see the difference. There's a difference. It's like once they're arresting a white person, they will do it gently. They will be saying sir, and you know, it's like almost as if they are petting the person to bring their hand, so they will put the cuffs. But it's a black child. No matter how young that child is, the way they will use excessive force, they will put their nail, they will hold, they will chop, they will put their hand on his neck and treat him as if, oh God. You know, when things like this happen, it just makes you sad that, you know, you come from somewhere. It's not like we didn't come from somewhere. It's just our leaders failed us because they did not develop our countries. If our countries were good, things were working, most people would be back home. At least if you are suffering it in your country, you know that, okay, it's us to us. You understand? But coming here and, you know, they put race, you know, that barrier, and they use it to oppress people. Look at a girl. This is a girl. So this kind of policeman that is beating a girl, can you imagine? Would they protect somebody? Would they protect a woman? This is a woman and her 2 children, and you decide to do this to them. It is really shameful and disgraceful. And I hope that they get, you know, the authorities, the Spanish authority, look into this critically, and the family should not rest until they get this matter to the highest authority to make sure that these policemen are disciplined for what they've done to these children. It is very wrong. It is shameful and disgraceful, and we should all condemn it. If you live in Spain, I'd like to hear your opinion about this matter. What do you think about what this lady has said to me about, you know, the experiences of black people in Spain? Have you experienced any kind of, you know, racial profiling, police discrimination, brutality, and just being treated unfairly because of the color of your skin? Please leave me your thoughts in the comment section. I'll talk to you in my next one. Thanks a lot for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.